Alright, welcome back everyone to another episode of the Ep13 podcast with your host Kobe and Aiden. Today we're going to be breaking down our thoughts on the conference finals so far. Last week we kind of said that we'd talk about the UFC, so we're going to spend a decent amount of time breaking down these UFC matchups because there's been a lot that's happened in the last fortnight. Yeah,
and then some over-unders.
Like we do that probably in the field. 2 divisions left.
4 divisions technically. 2 from the NFC, 2 from the AFC.
Yeah.
Pretty raw. I haven't even written my thoughts yet. I've just written the over-under.
That's all right. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so it'll be a decent chunk on UFC, which will be good with UFC317 being pretty much fully done.
2 weeks. No, 3 weeks for that one.
17? No, that's still 6 weeks.
True, I forgot about 2 weeks till 16.
Yeah.
And then it's like 4 weeks till 7.
Yeah, which I'm keen for. And then 319, obviously the main event has been announced.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a bit to talk about in the UFC. Obviously not talking about last week. I mean, there was a lot that we missed out on. That'll be interesting. But let's get into it. With the NBA, we're looking at the conference finals. We'll start
with the East.
Yeah, we'll start with the East.
So game 4 is today.
Yep.
In Indiana.
Yep.
Pacers are up 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
Cat really is the reason they won the other day. Had that beautiful quarter.
Yeah. You can't even be mad if you're a Pacers fan because like they've made their own massive comebacks. So it's now just 1-1 on comebacks. So like, yeah. 1-1 on massive comebacks and 1-0 on.
Yeah. How are you?
Normal game.
How are you feeling? Which way are you leaning?
I'm leaning Indiana.
Yeah.
I think Indiana's going to win the series. I think Indiana's going to win today. I think they'll go up 3-1 and they'll win in 6.
Okay.
So I think they'll end up losing game 5 in New York, win 6.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. I love the story of Indiana. I love everything about it. You know, they're overrated. They're not really a one-guy team. I love that they're a team.
Yeah.
And also just love watching them.
Yeah.
I love watching the basketball they play. Like, it's so refreshing to watch.
Yeah.
Pass the ball, they give it around, they run actual plays all the time instead of running ISO ball, which a lot of teams have resorted to a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. And yeah, I think they're going to win. I think it's going to be a series that will be hard series. And then I don't think they're going to win the finals.
Yeah.
I think whoever comes out of the West will win the finals.
So we know who's coming out of the West, but we'll get to that. Listen, I had Knicks before the series.
See, I had Pacers.
I still kind of want to say Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stand on it. I said Knicks in 7.
Yeah.
I'm still going to say Knicks in 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean,
there's not much to say when you're trying to say the Knicks are winning because they haven't shown that much except for that cat quarter.
Yeah.
Really, other than that one cat quarter, it's been like,
I don't know. Like they've played well.
They played well, but
they've just been outplayed.
That's what I mean.
On the end, had a good series. Cat overall is a pretty good series.
And they're still losing, which is what I think is the hard bit. Like they haven't. Like imagine if they have a back game.
Something I do like, which is different for the Knicks. Is that they're playing a few more of their bench guys and they're actually getting like good minutes out of them.
Yes.
So I want to see them do that again today because even if you Johnson or Cat that extra few minutes of rest.
That's where I'm going. Like I think with game 1 they did it.
Yeah.
And then they died at the end, and you could see it. Like they got to the last 5 minutes and they were cool. So I think that's where the adjustment came, and it has helped them over the longevity of the games.
Yeah. I want to see how you're doing that for this series.
The only problem I've
been, by the time it gets to the finals, like it's pretty much been their starting 5 and Mitchell Robinson playing 40 plus minutes from round 1, round 2, and the first few games of round 3. If you keep it up by the time, if they get to the finals, they're all going to be cool.
Well, the only thing as well is like playing the Pacers in the form of play the Pacers play. They're so fast. They love their fast break points. All those things. If they keep playing only their starters, they're going to get cooked, I reckon, by game 5 of this series. Like, come game 6, they'll be done. Not even the finals. And the only problem with them playing benches is, though, their bench usually doesn't play awful lot, right?
Yeah.
What happens if they go cold? Well, that's going to be their elbow.
That's where you need to alternate the rest, right? You kind of Brunson and Cat out at the same time. You have one of them in with Robinson, with Don, right?
What do you think about them playing better when Brunson's been off the court? Which I think's been weird. I know they had stretches with Brunson off the court where they would go 16-5 or they go 12-5. And it's happened a few times now.
I think they play much better team basketball with Brunson's on the bench. He's a very ball dominant player to the point where it's like he's holding it off for 17 seconds for 17 out of the 24 seconds.
Yeah.
And then, dribble, and then he'll kick it out for a last minute shot.
Or he will try and make a tough shot.
Yeah, exactly. It's very rare that you see him make up a play immediately. So yeah, it makes sense. I just think Brunson is a bad matchup for the Pacers. Like I said, he doesn't play well against the Pacers.
Yeah, I think that's because they have long guys who are athletic.
Yeah.
And like Halliburton's the point guard, but he's still a big point guard.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Nemhard and Neesmith have been the guys on Brunson.
Oh, yeah, like they're the main guys, but I'm saying even the point guard's pretty long for the Pacers. So I think that bothers him a little bit being an undersized guard.
Yeah.
But I still think he's had a good series.
He has a good series.
I don't know his efficiency numbers, but compared to normal. But normal block numbers wise and watching wise, he's had a good series.
Yeah.
And it's just they're still down 2-1. The series is still close. It will be a tough series. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
want you to admit.
All depends how they come out today. So
Siakam's been good, man.
He's had one game.
Siakam's been good, man.
He's had one good game. And I told you. When you messaged me, I told you, yeah. I said, yeah, he's playing.
Just say it.
He's playing for
39 points. He got them that win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
but he's had one good game.
Better than Chat.
He's literally not. Again, he's had one good game.
Better than Chat.
I asked you to tell me what he's better at, and you didn't say anything.
There's just everything. Didn't I say free throws? Because that was the day after Chet missed the free throws to lose the game.
Yeah, and he said to miss like one free throw.
That was that day, yeah. That was a good point.
All right.
Looking at the West, though. What do you think? You're the Thunder fan. Letting you go first.
I said OKC in 5 from the start, and it's going to happen. So, I'll be honest, even like the other day when OKC lost by 40, as a fan, I wasn't stressing at all, bro. The Timberwolves, they're not like that.
They're not like that.
As a team, they're not like that.
Oh, they're not like that? I don't know about that. That's a bit far.
Well, look at their 2 first playoff series. They a bum Lakers team.
Yeah, but like you beat the Lakers with Luka and LeBron.
And no one else.
Yeah, but like Luka can carry a team and LeBron can carry a team. Put them together. Yeah, like, that's still a good win. Like you can't just say bum. Like
no, Luka had a good series. LeBron was iffy.
Yeah.
No one else played well.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like it's still a good win. You can't just discount it and say bum. Like I would say it's a good win.
Okay.
Warriors, that was just
again
pass by.
Warriors
without
the walkthrough because there was no Steph.
I think Warriors probably win that series with Steph.
I still think they lose it, but
I don't know. I just didn't think the Timberwolves looked great without. They weren't smashing them.
That's what I think. They're great all playoffs. I think they've beaten the team that has no bigs and a 40-year-old LeBron. I think they've beat the team without their best player. And now they're versing us and they're down 3-1.
Yeah, look, I've been a little bit disappointed. I thought the Timberwolves would have put up a better fight, if I'm honest. I thought it was going to be 6-7 games. I still think it could be 6. I think they might win one more. The Timberwolves.
Next game's is OKC, though.
Yeah, but I don't know whether like the Timberwolves are going to allow them to just beat them in 5. I know I've got a feeling they're going to come out like they did in game 3. Like, no, we've got a point to prove again. And so I think they're going to come out, they're going to play like a hard game, Ant's going to go off, and I think they're going to win that one, and they're losing 6.
You also think Ant was going to go off yesterday, and he had 16.
I didn't say he was going to go off before the game. I believed it.
Ant's had a terrible...
He's had a bad series, yeah, look. And I don't know, like, I thought Timberwolves would have put up a better fight. I'm just a little bit disappointed in the series because I thought it was going to be a good series. And yeah,
that's a good series. It was a really good game.
Yeah, other than yesterday, like the first 2 games were like Thunder just beat them, and it was getting late in the game, and I was like, Thunder are winning this game. Even yesterday, late in the game, I was like, Thunder are gonna win this. I can't see the Wolves winning this.
No.
I will say though,
Yeah.
what do you think about this whole foul baiting stuff with Shay?
I'm glad.
You glad?
I'm glad you asked me this.
Yeah, okay. No, like, I want to hear what you think about it.
I'm glad.
Because obviously there's mixed reviews. I hear commentators having arguments. Mid-game, the commentators haven't argued. You've got Richard Jennison being like, it's just not true. Look at the numbers.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
you got other people, like, I don't actually know, Rachel Nichols, was it? I don't know. Doris Burke. It gets a foul and she'll say on air, that's why he's a foul merchant.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I don't know whether you can say that.
Yeah. I got 2 things to say about that.
So I want to hear what you think.
Because over the last 24 hours, there's been a lot about Doris Burke. As a broadcaster, especially as a color commentator,
I haven't said anything.
you need to, but you're not really on Twitter, but
No.
yeah. I've seen a lot about it. And as a color commentator, it's part of your job to stay neutral and stay 50-50, right? Doris Burke has not been 50-50. She's been the one calling the entire series. It's been her, Richard Jefferson.
Yeah, because they've kind of stuck with the same commentators per series. Like you got Reggie in Indiana.
Which
I love the Reggie one because that's so cool.
it is, but I still, the other thing is switch it up. Even for the Pacers Knicks series, right? I don't want to hear the same people call everything. But Doris Burke is like so clearly wanting the Timberwolves to win this series to the point where it's like, I don't care.
Well, what I'm thinking as well though, like it doesn't change the way I watch it because let's say we're watching mid-season NBA, right? And you're watching on League Pass, you get the home commentators.
Yeah.
Like, I remember watching games where I'm watching my Celtics and the commentators are so biased to the point where they're like, yeah, we're doing this well. We are doing this. We are doing that.
But that's different because it's teams commentators.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like I'm used to it. So it doesn't affect the way I watch it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh yeah,
but
whatever. I gotta really notice it.
There's a bunch of guys that when it comes playoff time, like you would know Mike Breen, for example, yeah, but the Bang guy.
Yeah, I know Mike Breen.
Gone.
He's a good commentator, yeah.
Right. And then you have guys like Doris Burke, who's basically acting like she's a Timberwolves commentator.
Yeah.
Like it makes it less enjoyable to listen to whenever anything the Timberwolves do well. First thing that's said is like, that was such a good play by Rudy Gobert. And then something happens on OKC. It was dead silent. So no one says a word until Richard Jefferson says something. It's a bit of a harder listen. Because I enjoy listening to commentary.
I mean, I'll agree. Like when I watch the game, even if it's a highlight reel, my favorite part of watching playoffs is hearing 3 things. One's the crowd.
Yeah.
2's the commentator.
Exactly.
Because like, especially a commentator that goes off, let's say it's a home game and the team's a close game late and they hit a mad 3, hearing that crowd and the commentator go off and just seeing what's going on, I'm like, that just makes me get hyped for this game.
Exactly. It's the environment, right?
Especially when I'm rooting for the home team. Yeah. If I'm not, I'm like, oh, stuff this.
Yeah, exactly.
But I go, you're saying.
Helps build the environment. And a game like yesterday, did you watch it yesterday?
I couldn't watch it live. I was working. I watched the highlights there, yeah.
Okay, so there was a few minutes left. Close game. Jalen Williams hit some big 3.
I did watch the last minute.
And there was 4-1 dead silence when he hits those big 3s.
Oh, you talking about, I think I might have seen this one. Jalen Williams, so Shea shot a 3, no good, offensive rebound, kicked it back to Jalen Williams.
He hit a couple.
I think it was that one, Mazzy, yeah.
He hit a couple.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Massive 3.
They went up 4 maybe. Or
massive 3. Nothing on commentary. Nothing.
I get what you're saying.
In the Western Conference Finals, bro, you want someone, home or away, it doesn't matter. They're meant to be
showing off, yeah.
You want them to be fucking hyping it up.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I get what you mean. What I will say though, with the Shea fouling, it does look bad. Like this is where we started.
Yeah, let's go back to that.
It does look bad. Some of them look bad. Like I don't think the numbers are bad, and I've looked at the numbers. I'm like, he's not like fouling more than normal guys.
Yeah,
but I think it's just more the look of some of them.
Yeah,
and it's like
say everything you have to say, and then I'm gonna hit you with a question, and then I'll make my statement. Okay.
That's okay. Get it off you. So like, the way they look is a bad thing for me. Like sometimes you see him and what was the film from game maybe 2? And he was diving before people touched it. Or there's ones where he's hooking their arms. And like, yeah, I get like, and I remember hearing Richard Jefferson, he was saying, look, they're allowed to do it. Other blades can do this too. It's just they don't do it. And I'm like, yeah, fair. But there's also things in the NBA that I don't like, even though they're allowed to do it. And I just don't like that he was able to hook this guy's arm himself and then get his own foul. I'm like, well, but you initiated that.
Yeah.
Like you grabbed his arm. Like, why do you get the foul if you grab his arm? I get it's within the rules. He can do it all he wants. But as a fan, I'm like, just annoys me a bit.
Yeah.
And then the other one is, I was hearing, and I know you don't like him that much, Nick Wright talk about this. And he said, what I love about the Thunder's defense is they are physical. They're allowed to play physical. And the way they do it is they pick guys up from 3/4 court.
Yeah.
And they almost foul them the whole game. But like little fouls, like ones that you don't usually see called.
Yeah.
Those little ones where you nudge and Shea would dive and get a foul. But they're almost baiting the refs as in like, oh, foul it. I dare you. You're not going to call 60 fouls today. We know it. With those little calls. And so when you see the Thunder get away with them and then Shea dive and get a foul, that's what annoys people, I think. And it annoys me a little bit because I'm like, I love watching you guys play that rough defense. It makes it good to watch us play off basketball. And I've talked about it heaps where like I love physical basketball. So it annoys me when I watch Shea on the same team dive and get a foul for barely being touched.
Yeah.
I think that's what annoys me because I'm like, I love your defense. I love how physical you are. I want you to keep doing it. But it's unfair if Shea's going to dive.
Yeah.
I just think it's more of the look. I don't mind the numbers, all that stuff. More of the look of the fouls that does it for me.
Yeah.
All right. Now you can hit me with your question.
Okay.
I think that was a pretty fair point. I think that was pretty neutral.
It is, but let me.
Yeah.
This isn't just for you, but this is
for everybody. Yeah. The crowd at large.
Yeah, because this is a thing that's been going on essentially since that Denver series.
Yeah, and I think it's been bigger because he was in the MVP discussions. I don't really know if last year he was doing these fouls. Like, if I don't know. I never really watched him like that. And because he wasn't in the MVP discussion, it wasn't talked about.
He was. He came second last year.
Did he come second last year?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember him being like, he might win it though. You know what I mean? Like, now he won it. Everyone talks about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, more in the limelight.
All right. So.
Yeah, go.
Actually, to hit your question real quick about whether he did them last year or not, I don't think it's changed a whole lot.
Yeah. Because you watch him a lot more closely than I do, obviously.
Yeah.
It'd be weird if you didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't think it's changed a whole lot.
Yeah.
But here's where I see them, right? Okay. So I'm going to give you an example first. So let's use you and I. Say I drive to the basket 100 times and I get 20 whistles. You drive to the basket 20 times. You get 4 whistles.
Yeah.
We've got the same frequency.
It's the same percentage.
We've got the same frequency, but I'm doing it 5 times more than you. So it's going to look like I've gotten way more, right? But we've actually got the exact same percentage.
Yeah. As I said, I wasn't looking at the numbers. I was more talking about the look of the foul.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Okay.
Okay.
So that's for the people that are like, oh, you got so many more whistles than everyone else.
Yes.
That's why. He's led our league in drives 5 years in a row as a guard. Of course, they're going to get more whistles when we're driving 20, 25, 26 times a game.
Yeah.
Right? As for the fouls, 80, 85% of the time, he's getting hacked. Like genuinely hacked. Or he's doing stuff that kind of plays to his advantage a little bit, like the books or the rip throughs. Yeah. Things that guys like Kobe, like Dirk,
I know,
like Jordan.
And I just, as I said, like everyone can do them, everyone does do them. I just don't like as a fan watching them.
Yeah.
Like it's annoying as a fan. So I'm like, but you did it.
Yeah. No, so let's say that makes up 80% of balls that he gets, right? The other 20 comes in fins. Like you and I, who can both agree that there is a superstar whistle.
Oh, 100%. There always has been. Like, Kobe got it. James Harden used to get it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So there's some that normally you go either way, but they're going to lean in favor of the superstar. It's been a thing. It's always been a thing. So let's say 20%, you've got that. You've got, yes, he sells the contact sometimes.
Oh, yes.
Right? And then some, are like, the 50-50 ones, like that trip. I watched it. It got overturned because they challenged it, right? It got overturned. It was Minnesota ball. He tripped. Shouldn't have been a foul. Should have just been a foul. Shit call, right?
Yeah.
But it happens. Shit calls happen all the time.
Yeah, I think what's just annoying people is that look of the foul. And how, like, there, especially this playoffs, there has been a number of fouls that have looked bad.
But I don't think, if we're going back to that example specifically, I don't think that's him trying to draw a foul and then he tripped over and the refs blew the whistle. They overturned it anyway after it got challenged, right? That's not him foul baiting. That's him tripping.
Well, that's him tripping over. But there's other ones where he's like jumping in the air. No one has hit him and he's like, oh. And sometimes doesn't even go for the shot. He kind of like flicks it and it'll just like throw it up. And I'm like, but no one's hit you yet. Like, what?
But that's when
draw the contact first.
But that's what I'm talking about, right? Sometimes.
And that is that 20%. But I think because it's been highlighted and because so many people are seeing it and a lot of people are liking, for example, like Ant, a lot of people are drawn to Ant right now and he's not really doing it. He just runs in and tries to make the bucket anyway. No, but a lot of the time he does.
But he doesn't.
Yeah. He doesn't just go away from the shot, which Shea does.
No, Shea doesn't go away from the shot.
He has,
as someone that watches him literally every game.
I've seen, no, but the videos I'm talking about, in those ones, yeah, he does go away from the shot.
But he doesn't.
But I don't love it. And as a fan, I don't like watching when that happens a lot. I don't know. I just want to see what you were thinking of it. Obviously, you're going to be against it because you're a Thunder fan, right? Yeah. But yeah, I think a lot of people are just annoyed from the look of the fouls. I agree. When people say he gets too many, I'm like, no, just look at the numbers. He doesn't get too many.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time, they're sweet. But it is those other, that 20% of his fouls that really annoy people and annoy me watching. Because the same thing as I said to you, I was like, James Harden used to annoy me watching.
Yeah.
Because I hated when he used to do that. Jared Brunson annoys me to watch when he does it. He hasn't been doing it as much lately, but he still does it. Like those type of guys that just dive around or like draw those fouls, I just get annoyed watching because I'm like, oh, it just doesn't look like what I want to watch. I want to watch you. If you get hit and get the foul, fair enough, but not, I need to kick the legs out and all that. And I used to be like, come on, man.
Here's where there's a difference, right? And let's use Brunson as an example.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this in the Pistons series to the point where Brunson would be standing still, pick up his dribble, you can't move anymore. And he will jump sideways into a defender to draw a foul.
Right? I don't think Shea jumps sideways.
No, Shea doesn't go to that.
But I think he's just flopping is what's annoying me. Like he just sells it so much.
He sells it sometimes, yeah. But so does everyone, really.
A lot of people do.
So does everyone.
And I think a little bit that rubs me the wrong way is I am a Steph Curry fan. He got fouled so much in that Rockets series and didn't get the calls.
Yeah, but
because he doesn't like
Steph. Guys like Steph are never going to get as many calls like that.
Because they're
trying to jump shot him player.
Yeah, I'm just saying like the ones that he was getting like dead set bodied. Yeah. And I'm like, hold on. If Harden got that 2 years ago, there was always a foul. So I think that also rubs me the wrong way when I look at it because I'm a Steph fan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I saw that man get dead set kicked, get Dylan Brooks run into it.
Yeah.
And not get the foul. I don't know. I didn't really have that much of a thing. It does annoy me. And then same as the fouling up 3 annoys me a little bit. Not as a game plan. I think it's smart. But just as I'm watching it, I'm like, I want to see that last shot. As a fan, I'm like, I get it. Like, oh, foul up 3. They don't get the chance to shoot the shot. We back our free throws. Smart, right? You're going to win the game.
Yeah.
99%. But as a fan watching, I'm like, I really wanted to see that last 8 seconds.
See, I enjoy it.
As a live.
I enjoy it regardless, right? Because you see what happens when it goes wrong. Like, you go back to that game 1 series against Denver. It went wrong and Aaron Gordon hit that game-winning shot.
But like, I think as a fan, I would just rather watch the shot than watch the foul. Like, I get, you know what I mean? Like, I get it's smart. You do it, you win. Yeah. But as a fan, I'm like, oh, really? Why? I just want to see. That's honestly a game.
I see your point, but I'm happy either way.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. As a fan, I don't love it, but as a lack of watching, I'm like, okay, yeah, I get why you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's not working. There we go. All right. We need to move on to the NFL.
Yeah.
Because we spent 25 minutes on the conference finals.
Yeah.
Somehow we dragged that on. All right. Pretty quick. We'll fire them off for the NFL. We're going to start with the NFC South.
Yeah.
Over under. We're going to start with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 9.5 wins.
Under.
Yeah, I think
Under.
I think last year when they win 9, I think,
Yeah, I think it was 9.
and that was like a good season.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say under. I think they can get 8 or 9 again. And I do like Baker, but I think they're going to get that 8 to 9. The Atlanta Falcons, 7.5 wins.
I haven't seen a whole lot about Falcons.
No,
There is a lot moves made.
No, they haven't.
No, only under.
Yeah, under. I think it's a bad division.
Yeah.
Panthers, 6.5 wins.
I'll probably go under again.
I think they're all close unders so far.
I could see 6 for that one, to be honest.
And then the Saints, 5.5 wins.
I don't want to take all unders, so I'll say over just for the sake of.
I don't think the Saints are getting 6 wins. I'm saying
I don't think so either. I just know I'm going to say under for an entire division.
Well, I mean, the Bucks, they all went under last year, I think. Oh, no, the Falcons got 8 last year. 8.
I'm going to stick with it. I'll stay over.
Okay, I'm going to go under. Move on to the NFC West, where we have the Rams, 10.5 wins. They won 10 last year.
I'll go over. I think they've made some moves. I can't remember who, but I remember saying some stuff about them.
I'm going to go 10 wins under.
I
think they'll go under.
Over. I'll go.
But my reasoning is, I think because the 49ers will be good again. They had a bad year last year.
Yeah.
And so I think that's going to affect them.
That's fair.
That's Seahawks, 8.5 wins.
Under.
Yeah, I'm going under. I think, you go from Geno Smith to Sam Darnold, you lose DK.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go.
They didn't know anyone to place him either. So.
No. Dig under there. The Cardinals, 8.5 wins. Arizona.
Over.
Over?
Yeah.
What do you think they're going to get?
9. No, was that 8.5? Other than that, yeah.
Okay. I'm probably going under again. I'm probably saying 8.
Yeah.
7 or 8. I think they're going to be close to it. But yeah, I don't think they're going to be as good as the Rams or the Niners.
Yeah.
So that would be my under. And then the 49ers, I'm going to say over 10.5.
Over.
I think they're going to get that 11 wins, 12 wins.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be a good team again.
Yeah.
They were so injured last year.
Yeah, they've got full throw coming back.
Yeah, I think they'll be. And then moving on, we had the AFC. Houston Texans, 9.5.
Again, I don't think I've seen a whole lot.
They won 10 last year.
In terms of moves, mate.
After a really bad year. That's what I think, though. That was their bad year. So I'm saying over.
What was it?
Last year they had 10 wins and they didn't have a good year.
No, what was the over number?
9.5.
Over.
I'm saying they're going to get 10 or 11.
Yeah.
I think CJ's a good player.
Yeah.
I think he's a good quarterback. Yeah, they lost Stephon Diggs, but he was injured last year.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really change much. The Colts, 6.5.
Under.
Under, yeah.
Under.
I could agree. I don't think they're that good either. I don't know. The Jaguars, 6.5.
I'll go over.
I'm going
under even Travis under. So
yeah, I love Travis Hunter. I think they've made good. I think they had a good draft.
Yeah.
I think Trevor Lawrence is still a decent quarterback.
Yeah.
Don't think it's the best, but I think it's decent. So I'm going, more than 6.5. I can see 8. And the Titans, 5.5.
under.
It's pretty much if you like Cam Ward or not.
Yeah.
I'll say under. I just don't think they're a good team.
I don't think Cam Ward was the best quarterback in that draft. So
Who do you think was the best quarterback?
not Cam Ward.
Do you think it was Shador?
I mean, I think it probably will end up being Shador.
Yeah, so you might get cut there.
I don't think he will.
I don't think he will either, but he's meant to be QB4.
I don't think he'll get cut.
But close. Originally I saw, he might be a starter, and I was like, I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah.
And then now he might get cut, and I'm like, oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, he won't get cut. No way.
No, that would be bad for business.
100%.
And then we go to the Chiefs in the AC West, 11.5 wins.
Well, you would take over, right?
You got it with Chase. If you went under, I was going back for what?
Yes. No, you got to go over with Chiefs.
Them losing more than 6 games, can't see it happening.
No.
The Chargers, 10.5 wins.
What'd they go last year?
Think 11. I'm going under. I'm saying that. Yeah, I'll say it. I think 11 was a fluke.
Yeah, I'll go under as well.
Then we have the Broncos at 9.5 wins.
Again, same thing. I haven't seen a whole lot from them either.
No, but they were a pretty young team last year, and I thought they went pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm going to say over and say they get 10.
So I'll go over as well.
I'm saying they're getting 10, yeah. And the Raiders, 5.5. I'm saying over.
No, I'll go under.
Your Gino.
Yeah, I'll still go under.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll say they're going to get 6 or 7. I reckon there's better than that, yeah. I don't know. But again, after a quick one, because the NFL's not really back till September, so
Yeah.
there's no need to spend a lot of time on the NFL. So we're going into the UFC. We said we'd do a big segment. Starting off, Aiden, go. This is your segment.
Let's go. We'll start up with 316.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't want to go through every fight.
No, I love
But there's a couple of good ones. Yeah, even in the prelims, right? You've got Johnny Walker coming back. He might not be the best, but he's always a fun watch.
Yeah.
Right? You've got Joshua Van, who I've talked about a bit.
Yeah, you do love Joshua Van.
I'm pretty high.
From Myanmar.
I'm pretty high.
Didn't even know that was a place.
So
It's good to not know that was a place.
I think it's somewhere in the Philippines. Yeah, bro.
A different flag.
So let's go through the main cars. Right.
All I'm saying is, it's a decent card when prelim are ranked.
Yeah. You got some early prelims ranked as well. I think it's only a women's fight, but
Yeah, it is. Wayne Cole.
yeah, ranked prelims is always it's a good sign.
You have 3 out of the 4 prelims ranked. One of them up to the 7th ranked heavyweight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, yes, go.
First fight of the main card.
Mm-hmm.
We got Vicente Ruche versus Kevin Holland. So this one's big for Holland, right?
Yeah, this is a big one. He needs to win.
Back into the 15.
Yeah.
Top 15.
Look, I don't know that much about Luke. Looking at it now.
He's on the older side, and I think he's coming off of a win.
Yeah,
he beat...
Holland is the favourite. But looking at it now, like, as I look at it, they're both pretty similar fighters. Luke is a bit more grappler heavy than Holland. But again, I don't think they're that different. I'm going to say Holland more off name than know about. I think Holland will win this fight. I think he'll win off decision. He'll win 2 rounds out of the 3.
Okay.
I think he'll be more like that game planning, even though he's not smart, but
yeah. I got Holland by finish in this one.
Really, by finish?
By finish. But I'm also massive on Kevin Holland.
You are a lover of him, yeah.
Yeah, so
I do love him.
I got Kevin Holland by finish.
Yeah.
Luke is good though, and his last fight, I KO'd Garimbo.
Yeah.
And he looked really good. That was at 310. So December last year. Yeah, so he's no slouch, right? Like he's ranked for a reason. But yeah, I got Kevin Holland.
Okay. Yeah, I had Kevin Holland too, so I agree with you.
All right, next fight we have Mario Batista versus Patchy Mintz. Patchy Mintz is getting signed from ONE FC.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at his record.
He's done his first UFC fight. The last couple of guys who have done that have gone flatlined.
That's what worries me. I'm gonna go Batista being a number 10 ranked guy. Mix coming from ONE FC. I would say, look, yeah, pretty much because the other guys have seen from ONE FC.
Yeah.
And no matter how good they looked in that they got body.
It's a bad track record.
Yeah,
right.
I'm going to go Batista off the track record.
Yeah.
More than anything. I'd love to see him win, but yeah, more off track record.
Batista is also pretty good.
Yeah, like he's not a slouch. He's number 10 ranked. Like he's good. He's a good fighter, and I've watched him a couple of times. I'm gonna lean Batista here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, me too. Next up, we have Kevin Gastelum versus Joe Flacker.
It's crazy that they're both not ranked, but
this fight is a rebook from 315, I think. I think Gastelum got injured.
Okay.
So they pulled the fight and they just rebooked it for 16.
Okay.
Have you seen a lot of Joe Flacker?
No, not that much. I remember last time, I think I said I didn't know much, and you said the same thing.
He's an absolute Annie.
So I'm going to lean Joe just for that reason. I'm going to trust you.
Yeah.
I'm going to trust you.
I would trust me too.
He is a massive, massive favourite.
He's an absolute monster. If he loses this one, then...
Yeah.
It's
Mad favorite. Talking about mad favorites, look at that. I did not think Kayla Harrison was that much of a favorite.
Kayla. Well, I showed you Kayla Harrison. It was in the last week or the week before.
I know who she is,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, like, that is a massive, like, massive. For the chair to be a dog by that much.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I don't blame it, but to be honest, like,
Neither, but like, dang, like, that's a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I have Kayla Harrison winning,
yeah, me too.
but I didn't need to be that scared, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Juliana Pena is still the champion.
Yeah, she's not a very good champion though.
Nah, she's had her ups and downs.
Like, I don't know, she only just got the belt back in like one of the most boring fights I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yes,
Just
that was it.
and even then, I can't even remember in the moment if I thought she won or not. I don't think I really watched it.
I'm pretty sure I remember watching it and she won, but it was a close fight.
I think I was playing like Clash Royale the whole time they were fighting, to be honest.
I haven't played that game since I was like 16.
Well, that's how you know how bored I was, bro. That fight was so boring.
Here's a fun stat for you. I did not know this.
Yeah.
Kayla Harrison's takedown defense is 100%.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
How does it take her down? Look at her.
She's bigger than the both of us. So. But all I'm saying is like 100%.
Yeah.
You've had 19 fights and nobody's taking you down ever. That's crazy. That is crazy.
She's insane.
Good luck, Pena. Yeah, look, again, I'm going to have Kayla Harrison. I had her before.
Yeah.
But just looking at that, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Look at the odds, man.
Pena, you're losing your belt, buddy. So.
Yeah, I do not think you're getting that belt. You're one of the great women fighters, but you're losing your belt.
In punks.
You're for losing your belt. We got Marab, Sean. Now look, I used to like Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Marab. Marab's gonna kill him, I reckon.
I'm kind of excited for this one. I really like both of these boys.
I like them both. I think Marab, out of all the guys that have come out of like that Eastern Europe,
The mountains.
yeah, like he's one of my favorites.
He's the most entertaining.
Like because he's actually funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should let him out or something.
100%. My concern for him, he posted a video a couple of days ago. Broken toe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why did I not know this?
Broken toe.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now, it was just his pinky toe, but that still plays a factor.
Yeah, I can see that. You're still 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
I feel like he'll be fine.
He's not going to pull out. There's no way he's going to pull out.
You're a little while away. It's your pinky toe. Yeah, you'll be right.
I think it depends how bad the break is.
He'll just get it taped up and that. Like, you know how they're allowed that certain tape?
100%.
Like, he'll just get it taped and stuff. So
100%.
I think he'll be fine.
Is it going to hinder his movement? Is it going to hinder his ability to keep? Because it's right leg as well.
Yeah, I was just thinking about his, like, stepping into a takedown and stuff like that. No, I think he'll be all right. It might hurt him a little bit, but I've seen worse injuries guys get through.
I could see a scenario where Sean just whips out all the stomps, just starts stomping on his feet.
Yeah, but I think he's going to fight. Like, I think he's not going to fight in Southpaw, I don't think, at all. Morale will not go in Southpaw. If he's right pinky toes injured, you wouldn't go into Southpaw.
He switches it up every now and then, though.
He does, but I do not think if he has the pinky toe injury, he will do it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that will stop him going to South.
Yes. No, listen, I've got Marab.
I got Marab, and I think he's gonna win.
I would be pretty gassed though if I know he got the belt back.
Yeah, I just think Marab it's gonna be submission or it's gonna be decision.
It's not gonna be submission. It's gonna be decision.
It might be submission.
It's no way.
You don't reckon at all? I reckon there's a chance.
No, Marab is not a submission guy.
I still think there's a chance.
He's just like all the Dagestani wrestlers. They wrestle for control time. They don't wrestle to do anything.
Yeah, I still think that might be.
It makes it more entertaining.
That's because he yells at people. So I still think, yeah, but like, because they're such good wrestlers, I always give them the benefit of the doubt that it could be by submission.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, they are that good of wrestlers.
If he wins,
But Amali has to
encore and bite his...
has to knock him out to win.
Yeah.
I don't think he can fight the whole fight and win. I'll be surprised
No.
if he can fight 5 rounds and win.
I think the fight really just depends on how Sean's grappling looks and how his takedown defense is.
Like, he was apparently with that broken hip and stuff.
Yeah.
So it does... we'll see what he's...
It was
like.
the same as last fight.
Yeah.
then it's not a good look for him. He's gonna lose.
Yeah.
But
Agree.
if it comes out looking improved, then who knows, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go 317, and then we can go through the fight nights.
Yeah, I have quite a bit on 317. I'm quite keen for this card.
Amazing.
It is such a good card.
Such a good card. So let's go.
It is a massive card too.
Yeah, this isn't even like the whole cards that's been announced yet. This is just like,
Yeah. So I think I did it from Tafa Deniz. Oh, so I missed out on one fight.
So you just missed out on Tracy.
Yep. You know what's funny? I don't think that was on there yesterday. Yeah, because I scrolled through and I didn't see it.
It was 100% on there. It was on the post that I sent you.
No, like I knew they were fighting, but like I mean on the site.
Okay.
Like I was scrolling through here having a look at the fights. I don't think it was on the site because I don't remember scrolling. I would have scrolled all the way down. I don't remember seeing it. Right. So I thought I did all the fights.
Okay.
But I can give a raw understanding of what I think the fight's going to be like between these two.
Tracy Cortez by submission.
Did she lose the last fight?
Yep.
I remember that.
Her last fight though
Was a soft set
with Rose. I don't know how to say her last name.
Yeah.
It was Nami Yunez or something like that.
Yeah.
Who lost by decision.
Aiden loves this girl.
Tracy Cortez by submission.
Yeah, I'm going to back you. Yeah, I have Tracy Cortez winning. I don't know if it's going to be a decision though. Might be a decision.
Yeah.
But she might win, yeah.
All right, then we got Deniz versus Tafa. Tafa's getting knocked out, bro.
You reckon?
He's getting knocked out.
Yeah.
Him and his brother
are
just like, they're not good.
I mean, they're alright. His brother's better, obviously.
Junior?
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure Justin is the better wrestler.
Yeah, but watching wise, I think I like Junior more. Unless I'm getting the brothers mixed up, which is very, very likely.
You might.
Which one's the one that fought for the belt?
Well, neither of them.
Not for the belt, like a contenders fight.
Neither of them.
They were fighting one of the contenders fight. There was one of them that fought like up there in the ranking.
No, bro, neither of them.
That was one of them, I'm telling you.
No.
I remember watching it and they got smashed.
No, you're thinking of something else.
Tell me.
I don't even think either of them have ever been ranked.
There's one of them I'm thinking, and they got smashed by a higher ranked guy. So I remember watching it,
and I was like, there might be one where he stepped in on short notice, but
that's what I mean. I know.
I promise you, neither of them have done a contenders fight.
I'll look it up.
The
vibe did is winning.
Have a look at Junior.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Justin Tafa, yeah.
Fight history. Justin fought Taliesin Teixeira. Yeah, bro, he's never fought anyone ranked.
I must be thinking of someone else.
I'm already back to 2021.
I must be thinking of someone else here. Let me have a look. Who am I thinking of? No, because it definitely wasn't Teixeira. That's not high enough fight. Who am I thinking? Man, he's lost a lot.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
But I didn't lose it. Like, I didn't know he lost. Like, I know he's lost fights, but that just looks bad. His last one's been lost, win, no contest, win, lost, win, loss.
Yeah.
Who am I thinking of? This has me rocked right now. Who am I?
I promise you it's neither of them.
You watch, I'm going to say the guy's name. You're just going to laugh at me. And I'll be like, damn.
Is it a heavyweight?
Pretty sure it's a heavyweight. Oh, I know who I thought of.
Who are you thinking of? Oh, bro.
Yeah.
He was thinking of Saito Iwasa.
Yeah.
Saito Iwasa.
That's my bad. Just look at it.
I've got...
Oh, well. Anyway, we're going to move on
with Deniz in this one.
That's pretty funny, can't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's because they're the same light.
Alright, next up, Jack O'Meadson versus Greg Rodriguez. Rodriguez is coming off of a loss.
Yeah.
To Jared Cannonier. Jared Cannonier won by KO.
I still have Rodriguez winning by decision. I just think he's going to win 2 out of 3 rounds.
Yeah.
That's just how I thought of it. I know I was pretty clinical with that one. I was like, I could see him winning 2 or 3 rounds. So, yeah, I think he's going to win
Yep.
by decision.
No, I had Rodriguez in that one as well. And also we got Paulo Costa versus Roman Kopylov.
Yeah, look, I haven't seen a lot of Kopylov. I saw he was the favorite. I haven't actually watched him fight. When was the last? What card was there at last? Was he?
Kopylov.
Yeah, was he a prelim last time, or was he an actual card?
His last fight was a fight night versus Curtis in January this year. And he won by a KO
Yeah, okay.
with 1 second left in the third round.
That's good.
He's coming up. He's 2-fight win streak.
I said Paulo Costa.
Then it depends how Costa looks.
Yeah, like I don't know, Costa used to be up there, so I'm like, in my mind, I still think Costa is a good fighter. Like he doesn't feel like a number 12 ranked guy to me.
Yeah. Well, he had that loss to. The only reason he's come down so much is just because of other guys overtaking him. It's not because of him losing.
And like that's what I mean. Like I still think of him as more of a higher ranked guy. Like I think of him as like a number 6 ranked.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take him for his pedigree and what I've seen of him, even though I haven't seen a lot of Kopylov.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Paulo Costa.
Yeah, I'll take Costa off experience. Brendan Royval, Manel Kape.
So this would be a contenders fight, I'm imagining.
Yeah.
Give me. I think I wrote down.
I got Kape in this one by KO.
I think I wrote down Royval. I think it's gonna be a close fight. Obviously Kape is the striker of the two of them, but I think Royval 3-round fight. Yeah, Royval will win more off control time if he can get Kape down.
Royval's not. He's not a grappler at all. He's a boxer.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because right here, it says that he is 53% of the time he wins by submission.
Naturally, he's a boxer.
And how does he win by submission so often? I reckon I just have Royval winning. Kape could knock him out. I do remember seeing Kape, the limited amount I've seen of him. He has knocked out quite a few guys. He's a bit of a knockout guy. Doesn't love fights going the distance, but I still have Royval winning.
Well, he's coming off of a couple of really good wins. He's got all the momentums. He was meant to fight Royval in March, but Royval got injured. This other bloke stepped in.
Yeah. He got smashed.
Yeah, he got
missed.
He got knocked out. Yeah, I've got Kape in this one. I don't think it's going to be close.
Really? You don't even think it's going to be close?
No.
I think give Royval a bit more respect.
Nah, Royval, I don't think he's all that good.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Dariush Moicano.
I don't really have many thoughts on this fight, to be honest.
No.
They're both.
But I'm going to say Moicano. And it was purely off how he looked against Islam that I'm giving him that benefit. Because I'm like, you know what?
Oh, I don't know. Dariush could take it to the ground and finish him.
He could. But I think Moicano is going to win this fight. I don't know. Again, I don't have that much to say about it. But
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of thoughts on that fight.
Because I think the top 2 fights are my favourite too.
I was hoping that instead of Moicano, it was going to be, what's his name? The other fighting nerd. The one with the massive back tattoo.
It's like all of them.
God, which one is it? It's going to annoy me. He beat Bobby Green the spinning wheel kick.
I know what you're talking about.
That's really going to annoy me now. And he's trying to find a place.
I'll look for you. Who are you talking about? I know who you're talking about.
Mauricio
Rufy, yeah.
I was hoping it was going to be Dariush Rufy because I want Rufy to get ranked.
Yeah, that is true. Rufy is not ranked.
And that was one that I saw a lot of it being thrown out as a potential. And then it ended up being this. So I was really hoping for Rufy, Dariush. I just thought that'd be more entertaining.
But mate, Moicano's the one with the championship experience.
Moicano is garbage.
I don't know. There's not much to say. I'm just going to take Moicano. Yeah, for the sake of it, pretty much. But these are ones I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Pantoja, Cara France.
Pantoja's probably going to win, but I'm going to back Kai.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm backing Pantoja. I just think he's so good.
He is 100%.
You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
he's so good, man.
He's awesome.
So-
But I like Kai.
You like him, yeah?
Yeah.
I can see what you mean. When you said it, I was like, it's more of a he wants him to win than anything.
Yeah.
But it's Pantoja.
Yeah.
Pantoja's been so good, so like it's hard for me to be like, oh, I'm gonna bet against him.
That's what I think. Pantoja's going to win. He's
Yeah.
probably going to win. But I want Kai to win.
Yeah, I see that. I see what you mean. Then the main fight.
Yeah. Especially coming off that win versus Steve Ersen. He looks really good. So I want Kai.
I get why you want him, you know, but Pantoja, I think it's gonna win it.
Yeah, probably.
Like my brain's telling me Pantoja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we have Topuria and Oliveira.
I have so many thoughts on this.
I have some.
So many thoughts.
Charles by the love and affection of his fan. Dulled by mental willpower. Dulled by any man necessary to play the game.
I'm with you. So I think it was really hard for me to rate this fight because, again, brain and heart, two different things, right?
Yeah.
Brain's telling me, Ilya, you're going to chin him.
Yeah.
And it's going to be over with. More because, Charles, man, you leave your chin out there.
Yeah.
You leave it out there and you say, hit me. And the problem is you've been dropped by some other dudes that shouldn't drop you.
Yeah.
Ilya will not drop you.
Ilya will kill you.
They will put you straight in hospital. Like, it's not even a question. So, my brain's telling me Ilya's going to win this fight by knockout. I also haven't seen Ilya grapple too much. I've seen little clips on it, but not against the top guys.
There's been bits and pieces, but there's been no one to, like, I mean, Oliveira is in a tier of his own.
That's what I mean. Like, he's been no one up the top, though.
Yeah.
So, like, it does wonder how he's going to go grappling. But I've never heard anyone say he can't grapple. And Ilya's him. That's what I mean. Like, I've seen he can. I've never seen anyone be like, oh, no, he's actually not that good of a grappler. Like, all I've heard is, oh, you just wait to see him on the ground.
Yeah.
That worries me a little bit.
Yeah.
If he can hold his own on the ground even, and then get up, that's what worries me. My heart and soul is telling me, Charles Oliveira, submission. I don't know.
I'm like,
I want to say Charles so bad, but my brain's telling me. And if I was betting on this fight, I wouldn't bet.
oh, I am.
I'm not betting, but if I had to,
I'm betting.
I would bet on Ilya.
I'm betting on Charles.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to bet because he's
Like, yeah, like you have to back your man. Like, it's the same thing, right?
bad.
The same thing that I'm in like an NRL tipping comp, right?
Yeah.
Every week, I back my Cowboys religiously.
Yeah.
We lose. Every, like, 3 out of 5 games we lose, right? So I'm on a losing record with my Cowboys.
Yeah.
The amount of times I'm heartbroken, but I will not bet against them.
Yeah.
I am feeling that way with Charles.
Yeah. It's the same thing.
But my brain's like, oh, Ilya's going to win this, isn't he? I so hope he does it.
My brain, immediately, Ilya first round knockout, right?
Yeah.
But my heart, my soul,
You know what we need to do?
and my bank account.
You know what we need to do? This, and guys watching, just tell us if you'd like this. What we need to do, this fight card, pay for the event, sit down at home and film us watching it. That would be for on TV. The emotions I'd be going through.
I did.
This 5-round fight, the emotions I'd be going through.
Listen, I've seen you a photo. I've got Charles' costume shorts at home.
Yeah.
I've also got one of his shirts on the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And that's going to be my fight kit for this event. I've taken the day off of work.
The day off of work?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you work Sundays, don't you?
I'm not doing anything except watching this. And I've already told my family, my missus, I've told everyone that if Charles loses, do not talk to me for the rest of the day.
I'll be upset. No, but just imagine.
This main card.
I'm just saying, tell me that wouldn't be a great bit of comedy. If he lost, it would be horrible. I don't know if I'd post it. But if he won,
genuinely flayed.
but if he won, imagine that.
Not if, when he wins, right? He's get the bell back, and I'm going to turn into the best TikTok editor you've ever seen in your life. When we make that me edits and new reels. No, I won't be doing that. But
So much effort.
But Charles by any means necessary.
My heart tells me, Charles, submission.
I might send him a DM just after this.
Just tell him how proud you are and how you want him to win.
Tell him how much. Oh, my phone's up there. I was about to send him a message.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Tell him how much I am rooting for him.
I'm rooting for him. Tell him how much we believe in him.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. But yes. And then look, we're going to have to move on because we could talk about Charles's fights all day.
Yeah.
We'll move on to UFC 3. Did you say you want to talk about 319?
Yeah, let's touch on 3.
Obviously, Duplessis Chimaev was announced.
Yeah.
Damn, they have some bad ears, the both of them.
Oh, yeah.
They have some bad ears.
Oh.
Who you got? Duplessis again is the dog.
He's going to be
Always the dog.
in every fight.
Because he is so weird to fight. And he doesn't look good.
No.
But like,
He's so awkward.
as I said, like, normally I would say comes out and I'd be like, yeah, he's going to smash it.
Yeah.
It's going to kill everybody. But part of me is like, you know what? Dricus might go out there and just wait his time, maybe lose the first 2 rounds and then just win the last 3.
Yeah.
And just do it as a champion does it. I could see that happening. You fight awkwardly and just be awkward for comes out and then end up getting through. But then I could also see where comes out comes in and just destroys him for 30 seconds and it's over with.
If Hamzat wins, it's going to be in the first round, maybe round 2. I think if it makes it past that.
I think it makes past round 3, I'm saying Dricus.
This is his first 5-rounder as well.
But I could see comes out being good for the first 3.
Yeah.
So I think it depends. But in saying that though, it could be a fight quite similar to Volk Lopez. Where everyone was worried for Volk's life.
Mm.
And then Lopez came out a little bit like just not himself, a little bit timid. I don't see comes out doing that.
No,
but I didn't see Lopez doing that until it happened.
Yeah, but even then, they're still very different people.
Shit, but comes out's very weird. Like he comes out some days with glasses on.
Yeah.
And talk about how he's so wise.
Yeah.
And then some days he comes there and he's like, I'll kill everybody. And I was like, what is wrong with you, man?
I'm good.
I'm going to take...
I actually don't know for this one, man.
We might need to come back to it, but for now, I'm going to say Dricus.
I'm going to say Hamzat for now.
Okay. I'm going to say Dricus he's going to get through round 1 or 2 and win the fight.
I would not be surprised at all, though, if Dricus won. But, yeah, I've got Hamzat.
Yeah, I'm taking Dricus, but I'm not confident at all. No part of me is like, Dricus Duplessis.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. There's a couple of ones. You got Usman Buckley. We talked about that the other week.
We spent a lot of time.
We had a lot of time. So we'll move on from there. You got Hill Roundtree Jr.
This one's also a rebook.
Yeah.
I
thought Roundtree Jr. looked really good against Pereira.
He did.
Hill obviously did not against Pereira.
And against Yuri.
So I'm leaning towards Roundtree Jr., but it is off a 1-fight sample. And I'm a bit worried that Jamal Hill might come out and go pretty much here you go, this is who I really am, type of performance.
That's what
he was a champion.
Against.
I do think he was going to do that Yuri. I don't know. I don't really know how to judge Jamal Hill right now. So I'm like, he was a champion.
Yeah.
But he got smashed by Alex, smashed by Yuri.
Yeah.
Roundtree looked good against Alex. He still lost, but he looked good for the first 3 rounds.
Yeah.
I'm like, should I side with Khalil then?
I'm kind of man. I'm going to back Roundtree.
Yeah. Yeah, like I kind of am.
Yeah, I'm going to back Roundtree.
And there's another fight.
See him win this one.
There's another fight on this card that I'm looking forward to. It's the one, obviously, before it. Fizayev Bahamondes.
Yeah.
We might have talked about this before.
Not this one, I don't think.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to this fight a bit. Both fighters, I remember we have talked about either of them quite a bit.
Well, Fiziev fought Gaethje recently.
Yeah.
And he looked really good.
Yeah.
And Bahamondes got the knockout again.
That's the one I'm thinking of, Bahamondes.
He got the knockout win against Jalen Turner.
Yeah.
So I had Jalen Turner winning that one.
And I had Bahamondes.
Yeah, and he just looked like garbage.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to say I do think Bahamondes wins. I think it's going to be a good fight. I think his length is a big thing.
He's got the height and reach advantage by a decent amount, doesn't he?
6'3" is Bahamondes and 5'8" is Fiziev.
Mate.
That's a massive
And
difference.
what about reach?
Reach, 4 inches.
Yeah.
So that's a big difference.
It's massive difference.
So I think that's what kind of gets me a little bit. And then looking at like last time I watched, like they're both strikers more so. And so I think with the reach advantage, with the height advantage, the fact that, how's this for a start? Bahamondes lands 7.09 strikes per minute. Fiziev 4.85.
Yeah.
And around that 4 to 5 is normal.
Yeah.
I just think, I think he's going to land a lot more. I think he's going to hurt him a lot more. I think over the rounds he might end up finishing him.
Like the main difference, right, is Fiziev. We saw it against Gaethje. He's a very flashy striker, and he can hit you with some stuff, Dave.
You don't need coming.
Yeah, you're not really thinking about it.
Yeah.
So it depends how Bahamondes
Deals with that.
Yeah. But otherwise, I would say he's probably, but Fiziev could also come out on like a spinning wheel kick and just end him. You know what I mean?
I'm going to lead Bahamondes, get him into the rankings, which I would love to see.
I am as well.
But yeah, that was another fight I was looking forward to. Other than that, I don't really have any other fights I'd want to talk about. What have you got any more? Other than, obviously, we can talk about Pereira all the way, but I'd rather talk that a little bit closer to the date.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's still over almost too much.
July 20, we got our Hyrox before that.
Yeah, let's leave those ones for now.
Yeah.
We can touch on those ones maybe up to 316 or after that Usman Buckley fight. Yeah. When it's at least a little bit close on. So.
But no, I think that will end the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So, look, that's podcast number 13 of Off the Bench, obviously. Yeah, we're just growing with it. A lot of UFC today. A lot of UFC, which was good.
Right, did 25 minutes.
Why did you only do 25 minutes?
I don't know. I must have the cable.
Oh, buddy. Buddy.
Damn. Oh,
Guess we're using one mic today.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so we'll talk about UFC a bit today. Quite a lot about the UFC. We touched on the NBA.
Yeah.
A lot more than I thought we were going to.
Yeah.
We're going to do a little bit of a heated argument when I brought up the foul baiting shadow. I want to sign a petition, strip him of the MVP.
Whoa.
I'm joking. I actually buy him as the MVP. I tipped him. But
Me too.
then, oh, really? Did you tip him?
I actually do.
Then we're going to do a little bit of the NFL. Obviously, NFL's a long way away, so we don't want to do too much on it yet.
Yeah.
We'll get into that more so when things actually start heating up around the preseason.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Make sure you follow, you subscribe, and you come back for more. There's nothing. That's all I've got from me.
Yep.
All right. Good. See you later.
We'll catch you next week.
Cheers.
Thunder in the finals.
Oh my God.